Alright, how's it going, everybody? I hope you all are having a wonderful day. My name is Jerome, and yes, back to back we have two deck profiles. So today I have another deck profile of a deck that I played last week. It is Superheavy Samurai Swordsoul. I absolutely love the deck because there's just so many different variants you can play. You can play the Tenyu variant, you can play the Denlong variant, you can play the what was it? It's more like it's like half machine, and then the other half is like just the Sword Soul cards, and none of the Tenyus whatsoever. But I love it, and I played the Tenyu version because I believe that Sword Soul does what it does best by basically exhausting all your opponent's interruptions and basically playing through their boards while having so many cards that your opponent has to react to. And so I figured, why take out the Tinnies when they do that so well? And now you can play basically 3 different engines that all do the same thing, where they basically force your opponent to interact with it, because if they don't, they're going to be in a really bad situation. So with that being said, remember to like and subscribe. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump right into the video of the deck profile. So starting off with the 3 Wakashis and the 1 Big Benkei, or Big Benkai, however you pronounce it. And then you got your 3 bikes. And then you got your 1 Soul Gaia booster. This is basically the standard package that you're going to see in everyone's deck profile when they play this package, because nothing else is really needed. Except for in the more heavy machine Sword Soul kind of thing, you're going to play more of the Soul Pierces and stuff like that. And I am missing a card. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Sorry about that. I have 3 of these Moyis. For some reason, my Moye got stuck in the other section of the deck. Then you got the 3 Long and the 2 Tayas. And that's it. You don't really need anything else for the Sword Soul. It's pretty basic, nothing special. Then you got the 3 Incredible Plagias. Nothing to say about that. Standard. For the Tenyus, I only played 2 of every name. So the 2 Ashunas, the 2 Vishudas, and then the 2 Adharas. Sorry, not every names, because then that would include the fire and the other ones, but just 2 of the good names. You don't need the Shatana because you're not playing the spell card, the circle, and you don't need the fire one because, again, you're not playing the spell one, the spell card. So yeah, you just need those. Now you could cut out some of the hand traps to play 3 of every of the names of the Tenyu names, but in testing, I just didn't really care to see that many of those names. It's kind of nice, but I kind of want to go more on the hand trap, like heavy side, to kind of interrupt my opponents from doing anything really. Because you're essentially playing like a lot of good 1-card starters, technically. So you got 3 Ash Blossoms, and then the 3 Effect Veilers. Then I play the 3 Mourners, yeah. The 2 Nibirus. These kind of sucked, to be real with you. They never came up, and when they were in my hand, none of my opponents really played into Nibiru, really. So these were basically here for Kashtira. I don't know if I would continue to main deck these anymore, or if I would cut these for the Tenyus, or possibly cut these for like other hand traps. So I'm kind of on the fence with these 2 cards, but every other hand trap, especially these went in. I am so shocked at how strong these cards are. These went in, and the Effect Failures went in like crazy. So I'm glad I put those in. And then last but not least, which were the 3 Emergence and then the 1 Blackout. You only play these because if you don't know by now, basically you can always banish these from your graveyard, so they don't really stay in your graveyard, so they don't really become an issue for you. Next is the extra deck. Got the 2. I suck with these names, so the Jing Chao, I don't know his name, Shishao, something like that. The 2 Boxias. This one, the Yazi, never went into it, but always play it just in case. The Berserker, Dragite, XL. I swear to God, in my entire time always playing Swordsoul, I've never summoned these two so many times. I think that's the one thing I absolutely loved about the Super Heavy Samurai is that it just can make level 8s pretty, like, really good. So, like, I've never really made these two at all, really, until I started playing this version, and I just, like, make these almost every game, like, multiple times, so it's pretty good. The Baron for your level 10s, this guy, the Supreme Sovereign, the Ice Shade thing. I think I made this one time, which again, I never make this in pure. Sorry, I just hit the mic, but I never make this in like pure Swordsoul until play this, and then I actually bring this up more often now. This guy, I don't know how to pronounce the name either. The Sinister Sovereign, and then the one card that doesn't need to be in here. I just put it in because I thought, hey, you know what? There is a line that you can make this because your Wakashi is dark, and I think something else in here is also. Oh yeah, your Ecclesia is light. So you can make this. There's a way of doing it. It's just that it kind of came out once, but I didn't make it. Instead, I went for the Supreme guy instead because I figured he was just better for the situation, and he was. He was 100% better. So this is cuttable. I would probably take this out for a what you would call the dude, a Psychic End Punisher if you have one. I think he can probably come up a lot more than that. But yeah, overall, they did good. And then for last two were obviously the monks. These came up because I drew my tennies like crazy, so they came up quite often. For the side deck, I played the Mistio package. I was really debating on playing this or playing DD Crows or Ghost Ghost Bells, and I figured to just play this. Not sure why. I was just like, let me just play this. Like I guess, but you can definitely just cut these for DD Crows or Ghost Bells if you want. I'm thinking these are just not that good in this format, especially with cashiers still being a thing. You might want to just go for like Ghost Bells or at best or something. Pinkertops are really good this format. The two Kairakoras, I would be playing 3 if I had a third one, but yeah, really good cards. The two Archfiends, because you know we're obviously playing Super Heavy Samurai stuff, so we don't want to put too many spell cards in the graveyard that we can't get rid of, like this next card, which is Harpy's Feather Duster. I put it in here because there's a lot of trap decks going around in my area, so you know, I'll put it in there just in case, because worst comes to worst, if it's in my opening hand with Super Heavy Samurais, I'll just do the Super Heavy Samurais first, and then do this. Yeah. Funny enough, since there's so many trap players going around in my area, Royal Decree, so we can, you know, stop them. This is a flexible spot, obviously, in your area. If you're having other problems with other decks, you would just change these out for whatever can help you out. Last but not least, the 3 anti-spell fragrance. You know, obviously we don't play that many spell cards. We only play technically 3. If you want to count the other cards, then you're looking at 7. But it doesn't really hurt you. So I put them in, and they worked out pretty decent. I think I only played them once because I only played them once. I never had the chance of side decking any more than that. So other than that, that would be it. I absolutely love this deck. I think this is a deck, especially Super Heavy Samurais, is something that I think a lot of people are trying to explore more and do a lot with. I want to do the Mathmic build, but trying to find Mathmic cards here is just ridiculously hard. I don't know why. So I'm going to try to get that as soon as I can. But other than that, if you did enjoy the video, like always, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.